Just back from physio, so just doing a wee update. It went really well. So I've upgraded my muscles. What that means is that when I first went to physio, she did a lot of checks on my muscles and graded them to where they were at in terms of weakness and strength. And we haven't tested them in between then and today because I've been too weak to do any exercise. But when I last seen her, I think August, the plan was for me to go away, do pelvic floor exercises just to work on that for the minute, because a lot of the myositis for me has affected my pelvic muscles. So I've been working on that and I definitely feel some improvement. So that's been all good and positive. But while I was there, she tested my legs and my arms again, and she said that both legs have gone up a grade. So that's good. She said still nowhere near where I need to be, but it's heading in the right direction. So really, really chuffed with that. She also said even just doing the pelvic floor exercises has just helped strengthen things up around my middle, and that's what could be helping with my legs as well. So that's good. I also told her that I've been doing some kind of, you know, sometimes if I'm just randomly lying in bed, I'll do some of the exercises she gave me with just like raising my legs and stuff. So that seems to be helping. I said to her that I feel my focus at the minute should be on my stamina because I'm really struggling with the breathing again. Now this could be because, well, a couple of things really, but because it's getting a bit colder again, so that does affect my lungs. And also because, so yeah, I'm not sitting out in the nice warm heat in the sunshine, whereas I felt my lungs were at their best then. But I took the wheelie bin out last night and it's just like literally, you know, just around the side of the house. And I could hardly breathe. So I really need to work on this area. And I think as well, because I've stopped doing gardening, so that was probably helping me build a wee bit of stamina. So the goal is, she said, still to not do anything too strenuous. I explained to her that I'd had a really good day on Monday where I'd felt really normal for the first time in ages, and that on the Tuesday I felt completely destroyed with fatigue and aches and that stuff. So she said this is like the boom and bust effect, whereas you will have this day where everything feels great, but then for a day or two or three afterwards you won't feel so great. So it really is about finding the balance. So she did say that, you know, even I just will go into like minus, I can't remember how she described it, but my oxygen levels will be impacted very, very quickly on any kind of exercise, any kind of thing. Like I even told her that I'd gotten down on the floor and she said even that alone would have really impacted on me. So it's amazing that she understands, but I'm so sad because she's leaving. And she didn't tell me until she walked me out. She's actually leaving rheumatology. So next time it's going to be a guy. I'm not sure how I feel about that, I'm not going to lie. I don't want to be lying on my stomach, raising my legs and all that kind of stuff with a guy. It's just not my thing. And also it's going to be in a different location, so it's going to be in a different hospital. So too much change for my liking. So I might not make that phone call for a wee while. I'll just work away on the stuff. But what she did do is she gave me a link. She sent me a link for Tai Chi, a YouTube link. Now, I tried Tai Chi years ago, and just for like stress reliever, and I remember feeling so zen after it, so I'm definitely going to give that a go. She said that she sent me a link because this woman does like sit down exercises on days where you're not feeling so great, but also like 30-minute ones, sessions for when you're feeling a bit better. So she said just by building that up, just, you know, she said it's important that it's got to be tiny baby steps, because if I try and do too much, I'm just constantly going to be in this cycle of, you know, feeling a bit better, feeling worse, feeling a bit better, feeling worse. Whereas if I take it really, really slowly, she said I eventually will just keep building up. And she did reassure me that, you know, things will get better. So feeling really positive about that, and feeling really happy that, you know, she can identify some improvement. And I've got things to move on with for in the next few weeks with the Tai Chi and continuing with the pelvic floor muscles. I also mentioned to her, so she was asking, you know, so what happened with your anemia, and, you know, did you get iron tablets and stuff? And I was like, no. I was like, and I've still not heard anything back about the bloods that I got done at the end of July. And the abdominal scan. So she had a look through the notes. She didn't mention anything at all about the abdominal scan. She just kept telling me that I should chase it up. So I don't know if she's seen something on that and just felt like she's just not qualified to tell me anything. But she did have a look at the bloods, and she said something like even the bloods that I got done on the 30th of July were worse, like in terms of anemia, I think, were even worse than what they were on the 22nd of July. And she said that it looks like my liver function test levels were down a little bit, but they're still raised from where they should be. So yeah, it will be nice to get an update on that. And she did suggest that I contact rheumatology and ask for an update. But I think what I'm going to do is, because they've booked me in for bloods, well, the GP's wanting me to have bloods done on the 29th of September. I think what I'll do is I'll wait until I get those, and then I'll maybe phone up and ask for the results, and then ask, you know, what's going to be happening. Have I to get iron, like, is things improved, what's happening, and then contact rheumatology and ask if there is an update on the abdominal scan. So I'm going to miss the physiotherapist for this reason as well, is she always kind of has a look at all my notes and my files and lets me know what's happening. So, but everything went really well with physio, so I'm really, really chuffed with that.